Alright, so we're on page 56, 57. We're looking first at creating tension and release to a harmonic goal. So in this case, we're going C to F. So F is our goal. And we're going to create tension in order to release on the F. So one way to do that is to insert functional cadences. Right? So the number one would be 5 to 1, right? Or leading tone slash chord, which is the 5 chord, right? Over its own third, right? So the C is the 5 of F. So C over E going to F gives you that leading tone slash chord progression, right? With the melody, it's pretty, right? That's up high, down low. So that's a nice way to get to F. Here's another way. We'll turn it into a jazz standard. We'll make major 7s, and we'll do a 2-5-1 to the key of F. So 2-5 in the key of F is what?
G minor C7.
Yes. G minor, C7 to F major 7. Now I'm playing pretty fancy voicings here. It's just really I'm just using the spread voicings that we talked about during the semester. 1, 7, 3, 5, and the melody. And then 1, 7, 3, 5. Now, the melody is B, right? We can't play B over a C7, so we're going to have to change the melody. We're going to have to change it up to C probably. Add a flat 9, get at the 5 or the 13. Alright, so. Now we're in jazz land. Alright, so you see those functional cadences? 5 to 1, leading tone slash chord, or 2-5-1. And of course, there are plenty of other functional cadences you can use, but those are good examples. Alright, now, chromatic approaches. Chromatic approach from below, chromatic approach from above. So, half step from below would be E going up to F, right? And when you do chromatic approaches with harmony, it's most typical to use a dominant 7. Not always, but most of the time, dominant 7. So, in this case, we got the E, the 3rd, the 7th, and this melody note becomes a sharp 9. So it's an altered dominant. It's pretty jazzy still, right? That's a pretty jazzy. Can you play that? Thumb on G sharp, D natural, G natural. Maybe a major 7 here. Alright. Here's another chromatic approach from above. This time, C major 7. There's a G flat 7. 1, 7, 3. And this note becomes the flat 9. Woo! So it's another kind of altered 7. You could do it with the natural 13 or the flat 13, which is the sharp 5, or the 5, or the flat 5. Any of those notes in there in the middle work. So as long as you got your root 7 and the 3rd, the melody, you can fill it in however you want. But this one, you got B flat in that chord. So you really got to change the melody again. We're going to change the melody to C. So. And that's straight out of the. Actually, there are lots and lots of tunes that comes from, but one of the most recent examples I can think of is Beyonce's "Love on Top." You guys know Beyonce tune? It's like. Same progression. C major 7, chromatic approach to the F major 7. All right. So let's see. Those are some chromatic approaches. Now, moving on to a different strategy. When you use the melody note as an anchor, you can put any chord underneath it. And you really open up a Pandora's box kind of possibilities here, because literally you have dozens, if not hundreds of possibilities. And some of them sound great, and some of them don't sound great. And they all depend on where they're going next and where they're coming from. So you really have to explore and use your ear and be careful. And as you explore and you work things out, you figure out things that you like. All right, that's every arranger has their tricks. So, of course, you can tap into those other arrangers' tricks just by figuring out what they do or transcribing other stuff. But anyway, let me show you some examples. So, substitute chords. C major. This B, under this B, we could play F diminished and resolve that to F major or F major 7. I like that. It's very kind of churchy, kind of gospel-y. There's lots and lots and lots and lots more. Here's another one. How about we make this the 9 of an F minor 7? 1, 7, 3, 5, 9. Whoa. But we can't really keep that under a B natural, right? So how about we move up here? 1, 7, 3, 5, 9. This is the 11. So that's pretty out. That's like way further out than I would take it in my arrangement, actually. But the point is, you can take this to a lot of different places and get completely different colors. I mean, totally unexpected colors if you start to explore the possibilities. Just watch this for a second. Okay, right here. This note could be the 9 on F minor. Flat 9 on the G flat 7. It could be the root on a G major chord, or a G minor chord, or a G dominant chord, or a G sus chord. It could be the 7 on an A flat major 7, or an A flat minor major 7. Or it could be the flat 7 on an A minor 7, or on an A dominant 7. An A sus. Or it could be the 13 on a B flat. Right? Or the 13 on a flat major, or and a B flat minor 6, or it could be in a G over B chord, or it could be a B dominant 7 with a sharp 5. All right, or it could be a C major 7, 5 on top of a C major 7, or a 5 on a C minor 7, or a C dominant 7, or a C sus. It could be the sharp 11 or the flat 5 on a D flat chord, or a D flat dominant, a D flat altered dominant. It could be the 4 on top of a D sus or a D minor. It could be an E flat major, or E flat dominant. It could be E minor. It could be E dominant 7 sharp 9. It could be F major, F dominant, F minor, F altered. Right? So many possibilities, right? And even more if you get more, more outside the box. Or I didn't even just play any triads; those were all 7th chords. Yeah, there's lots of triads to work out. So, you get the point. Whatever it is you wind up doing, that melody note, if you use it as an anchor, the box is open. You can do what seems right to you. So, next example here is parallel chords. Now, parallel chords is when you take the same chord voicing or the same chord type. For instance, C add 2 over E. E in your left hand, C add 2 in your right hand. F add 2 over A. Right? Same chord. One example of using parallel chords. How about this one where it's all minor 9 chords and we go in a pattern B, A, B, B, D, A, B, B. That's interesting, right? I don't know if I would ever write that arrangement, but it could be cool. It sounds like a drum and bass track or something. Something like that, I don't know. But you get the idea. You can take these things really far beyond the original version. So I hope those strategies help you conceptualize some possibilities. Now, the assignment on the next page is your chance to actually put that into practice a little bit. So there's a 4-bar example that goes like this. So I'm voicing the melody with chords in my right hand and playing octaves, maybe a 5th. Sometimes if it's a 7th chord, playing a shell like this, a root 7 shell. Here's my 1/7. beyond what's easy for you. I'm sure it's beyond what's easy for you, but if you can play through that, even on just a basic level, maybe something like that, you can get the vibe. And then there's two places for you to write your own chord progressions over this melody. So you're going to keep the melody exactly the same, but you're going to create a new chord progression. So it could be just a variation on what's already here, or it could be something entirely new. But what I want you to do is really consciously try to use those strategies that I just walked you through, and then afterwards, or as you're doing it, to describe your choices and why you're choosing them, and then did you make changes after you did something, and do you like the end result? All right. So I'll just walk you through one, me spontaneously doing one. Okay. You guys can help me with my aesthetic choices. So, let's start somewhere other than B flat. How about let's see, how about A sus? Whoa! That's way up. Maybe that's too, I don't know. Whoa, E minor? E minor 7? E flat major 7? G minor? F7 sus 4? Let's see. E7 with a sharp 9. How about B flat over D? B flat 7 with the sharp. Ooh, I like that. Okay, sorry, I said B flat 7. D7. 1, 3, 7. And then I got my sharp 9, my sharp 5, and then the melody up here. I like that. And then, wow, we're gonna go up or down, or am I gonna resolve this? I can't resolve this to G really, because the melody goes to E flat. E flat minor, E flat minor 7 to A flat 7, 2 5. But I can't go to D flat major because I have D natural in there. Maybe now G minor. That sounds good. Like that. Okay, D7 altered, E flat minor, A flat 7, G minor. Another nice 2/5. There it is. With the 1-3 shell and the 1-7, 1-3, 1-7. Something unexpected here, like A or E or something totally unexpected. Yeah, cool. I like that A minor sound so much. Look at that. A minor 7. that's just one example of the process. You know, once you get a little bit of momentum, right? Sometimes getting a first chord is the hardest part. And then once you get a first chord, it kind of gives implications and creates a sense of like, okay, my ear's going to be happy if I go here, and unhappy if I go here, 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 here. And you just kind of go through those until you find one that your ear is like, yeah, I like that. Now, that said, the more you do this, the more you know, the more you start to know, you know, like, okay, if I do this to that, I know it's going to sound really nice. So that's just part of the exploration process, part of the learning process. And you know, to really develop expertise in this takes years. So just you know, just do the best you can with this, and try to find something that sounds interesting to you. And if there are things in it that you don't like that you wind up doing, cool. Just identify them, and then we can, if we have time, we'll take a look at it. And then next we'll get into song form, and we'll get into your arrangements, and put this stuff onto a tune. So be thinking about a tune, all right, to use as your projects.